my channel. Today I got a message from a subscriber how to turn on the heat and the air condition on the W222 2018 Mercedes Benz S560, how to manipulate it. On the 2016 it was kind of like a challenge to turn off the climate control. You had to go through the menu system. This car, the 2018, makes it a little bit easier. Right now we're in New York, the Northeast, and it's a whopping 8 degrees. You don't believe me, I'll turn on the car and I'm gonna show you the dashboard. And for me in the summertime, I would turn on the car, run to my house, get all the stuff I need, come back in the car, and I'm out. Now when it's cold, I let the car fully warm up, which is a good 5 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and change the view. I'm gonna show you how to manipulate the controls and show you how to get yourself warmed up. And I'm gonna show you what I do. So, all right, so right now everything's off. We can go ahead and turn on the car, press the button. Your feet should be on the brake pedal, and the temperature is a whopping 11 degrees. It's going up. So right now what we're gonna do, we have the basic controls here, and I very rarely use auto. Auto just puts things on blast, but right now the temperature is low. So imagine we're in the summer and the temperature is low. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go one step further and make sure this side of the car is synchronized with the passenger side, so you don't have to do a lot of crazy stuff. And there's different ways to get into the menu system. One of the easiest ways to control the temperature, you want to put on the heat. You see where you have this either goes up or it goes down, but I'm gonna push it up and watch the temperature go up or down. So right now it's going down, and notice the passenger side is synced. And I'm gonna show you what happens when you don't sync it. One side will be high, one side will be low. There's different ways to get into it. One, you can go into the menu system comes up. You see this sync? That's basically what it does. It basically syncs. So watch what happens when I push this up and look at the dashboard. My side is going up, but the passenger side is not. Both the driver and the passenger, this has to be checked. And you check it by pushing this down, and that's how that is checked. So that's basically how you increase the heat. But for me, in a cold winter like this, I tend to send it to 81. Now, if you want to change the orientation, this is the orientation, which is right here. You come here, go down to air distribution. You can do it for the driver. You can turn the knob left or right, and as you turn in, this is different views or different orientation. For me, I want my feet as well as my hand to be warm, and if I want to come out, I'm gonna press the back button, which is this. Let's go down to the passenger and see if the same thing. Yeah, passenger is the same thing. So right now what I did for the passenger, I basically unsynced the orientation. How do I know? Let's go back and check. We're gonna hit the back button. We're gonna go to the driver. We're gonna push that in. That's a different setting than what the passenger was. Let's sync them. We're gonna come out one more time by hitting the back button again, and the sync button is off. All right, so the driver controls everything. So right now, let's come out of this all together. Press that. Now we're back at the main screen. Notice the tachometer right now is under 1,000. The car is fully warmed up, and let's continue. So right now the heat is coming up, and you want to control the fan, which is this guy right here. We're gonna take this, we're gonna push it up. Watch the numbers go up. Notice the passenger side is also synced. How do we know? Because it says sync. And diffuse is the amount of air coming in. So let's go back out. We're gonna press this button. We're gonna go back, go to vehicle, climate control. All right. This is the amount of air coming out of it. You can select diffuse, medium, or focus. You can basically experiment and just put your hand here to see how much air is coming out. I like to leak mine on diffuse. I'm gonna actually come out, hit this back button, come out. And now the air is getting a little bit warmer. You can actually feel it. Let me go ahead and increase the speed. Right now it's at a 1. I normally leave it at a 3. If it's really cold, I'm driving on the highway, I pushed up to 4. But as soon as the cabin is really warm, the 81 degrees, I push it down to a comfortable 78. I'm doing like that. If you push this, the order button, let's go ahead and push the order button, see what happens. Everything is full blast. How do you come out of the order button? Let's take the speed of the fan, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna slow it down. And that's how you come out of the auto button. But, all right, this is enough for the heat. So right now, if I go back, let's go back. And we go, and like I said, there's 2 ways to get into the climate control. You can either press the menu button, or you can press this button here at the back. You're gonna get this menu system. You scroll over to vehicle, you push down, go down to climate control, you push in. Right now, this is synced. This is synced. The air distribution, remember I showed you how to do that. We're gonna control the driver, we're gonna go down. I want my hands and my feet. Hands and feet. We hit the back button to come back out again. And everything is synced. All right, so this is the winter mode. Winter mode, heat is on, but let's say this is the summertime. You know, January, New York is cold. February, New York is cold. March starts to warm up. April starts to warm up. Now this temperature stays the same. You didn't change it. Now you're going, now it's getting hot. So what I would do, you want to turn on the AC. Want to turn on the AC. Let me just put it on radio. And let's say you want to put it on AC. You can actually turn on the AC. It'll be there, but look at the temperature here, 78 degrees. I don't want that. I'm gonna hit this. I'm gonna come down until it says low. And for the AC, you don't want your feet to be cold, you just want your top. So guess what? We're gonna go back in the menu system. And we're gonna come here, we're gonna go to air distribution. We're gonna go to driver because the driver controls everything. And we're gonna go up to just your face. So now just the air is coming out from the top. If you don't want air coming into you, but you want your passengers, take this, turn it, no air coming out, but there is air coming here. You can feel it. This is what these things are for. And you got another one over there for that. But it's the winter time. Gonna open up the valve, push that in, come back here. Right now the AC is on and it's cold. But let's go ahead and turn off the AC here and let's come back here. Let's say your window is has a whole bunch of snow and ice on it. This is for the rear window, as you can see. But we want to defrost the windshield because it has snow, rain, or whatever. You're gonna come in here and press this. And what it does, it actually turns on the AC and you can hear the air coming from the top. And when all the ice and the snow comes off, come back here, you have to not only press this, but I noticed you have to turn off the AC because it's still on. And of course, it says low. I don't want it to be on low. I'm gonna increase my temperature because now it's 14 degrees. Hey, it's better than 8 degrees. Come here, and I'm gonna put it back to my 81 because I want the car hot as soon as possible. If you want, you can have the air recirculate instead of pulling air from the outside. That's what that symbol is for, to recirculate the air. And I have a nice little floor of air. Like I said, I'm gonna put this on 3. All right, come out of my menu system, go back to my radio, and let's make sure everything's synchronized. Let me turn up the heat, and let's see if we turn this down. 81 degrees. All right, so now it's getting nice and warm. I got air coming from here, I got air coming from here, and I got air coming from here. And as the car gets hotter, you can come in here and take this and just push it down to a comfortable degrees, whichever you feel comfortable. All right, and I almost forgot. So one of the things that you want to do, especially when it's cold, your mirrors, you probably don't want to have the automatic folding, because the last thing you want to do is trying to have these mirrors fold in and out and it's cold and everything is frozen solid. So normally what I do, and it's only in the winter time, I go into the settings, the vehicle settings, come in here, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to scroll down, go into vehicle settings, I'm going to set that, and you're going to make sure that the automatic mirror folding is unchecked, which means when you turn the car off, they're not going to fold, and you don't risk an expensive repair job because you got to go back to the dealership for them to actually replace the entire mirror. Imagine how much that will cost with labor. You know, you would think everything on this car is probably like a grand and up. So in order to prevent that from happening, this is what you call a pre-safety or pre-maintenance. You want to, you know, try to do everything to anticipate any kind of repairs on this car. It's expensive enough. And so I just wanted to point that out. And like I said, I only do that in the winter time, and I uncheck the automatic mirror folding. Everything else is checked. So, you know, of course, you come back out and you go back to enjoy listening to your music. So this is a very helpful feature, and let's continue. All right, so hopefully this helps. It's not that difficult, you know, to set the climate control in your car. And like I always say, subscribe and like, share, and I'll talk to you soon.